In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up your chit artwork to our sheets. For this example, I'm going to use the 1-inch chit sheet, but the same idea applies to our 5/8 inch chit sheet. So here's a chit that I put together. It's just a simple biohazard symbol. And as you can see, your chit sheet has, the 1-inch has 80 chits. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of 8 chits. And as you can see, there's going to be no room for a bleed all the way around, but I'll show you how to fix that in a moment. So my chit image is just a clean 1 inch, no bleed, but I made sure to have a nice thick border around it to act as a bleed. So we're just going to go through and keep duplicating. I'm just going to do a whole sheet of these. So we'll just keep duplicating and moving over these chits. And there's a whole row. And I'm going to go ahead and just fill up this whole sheet real quick. Okay, so as you can see, I filled up the whole sheet with this single image. And I want to point out this image right here, this line. This is our registration line for mounting, and we need that on the sheet. If you can't get it onto your sheet for whatever reason, if it's too dark or you can't see it, or you accidentally deleted it, just leave us a comment when you upload your artwork and we'll put it on there for you. So now what I need to do is I need to bleed out all of this background image. Now, luckily for me, this is just a solid color, so I'm going to select the black. I'm going to make a new layer for behind the artwork, and I'm just going to fill it in. And then there we go, and that gives me lots of bleed here. When you don't have your artwork on, these black lines here for each chit, this is the die line. This is exactly where it's cut, so obviously between chits, you're not going to have any room at all, and your artwork will flow together. So you want to avoid that when you're designing your chits, if at all possible. So with your artwork put together, you can see that that registration mark that I just talked about is gone now. Now this is a Photoshop trick. I'm not sure if you can do it in any other design program, but if you select a layer, which we'll call reg mark, and press Control I, it inverts the color. So obviously black will become white. And then that way we can see that line, and then we can still do our mounting. So that's it. And if you have a back sheet, that's fine too. Just follow the same idea that we did for the fronts. But if you don't have a common back, if let's say this row of chits and this row of 4, these 2 rows of 4 here have a different back image than the rest of the sheet, then you'll have to go back and look at our poker sheet template tutorial where I discuss how to make sure that your sheets are aligned front to back, so that when we mount them, the backs line up the proper fronts. So when you're done with this, just save it out as the highest possible quality JPEG, PNG, PDF, or TIFF, and that's it. Thanks.